What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Our Streamers Cheaters. Today we're taking a look at a Facebook gaming streamer who goes by the name of Ghost Dragon Gaming, and we're going to be checking for wall hacks and aimbot throughout this video. If you do enjoy the video, guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And don't forget, follow me on Twitter at BadBoyBeaman. This is the best place for you guys to contact me about any streamers, no matter how big or small, if you believe they are cheating. Right, let's crack on with the video. As always, guys, we come across to their gaming page first, so you guys get to take a look a little bit about them. This is Ghost Dragon Gaming's page. He's got 188 people who follow him, and the reason I always point this out is so that we understand what size the streamers are who are willing to cheat, who are willing to risk everything they've got. Some of the guys have got thousands, some have only got hundreds, but honestly, to have the nerve to actually stream whilst cheating is on a whole new level. What we're going to do now, we're going to go and take a look at some of his gameplay, and you guys can decide whether or not you believe he is cheating. Let's go. So from this stream, from when this was recorded, he must have already been hit with a ban because his account is only level 1. Ghost Dragon's level 1. He's got a star goal, a donation goal at the top, goal to buy a brand new shiny computer. So we know now that this guy is willing to ask for donations off his fans, but at this point, before we move on, we don't know if he's cheating or not. So, level 1 account on this stream. We're going to take a look at some of the gameplay throughout this stream now. There's quite an incident that occurs here. Pay attention to the map. There's nobody showing. He's running straight through here. Oh my god, did you see that aim? What we're going to do now, we're going to pull that back a little bit, and we're going to show you that in slow motion. And if you look here, he actually got a headshot. So in that whole situation, there was nobody showing up on his circle minimap. And it's the sharpness in his original turn to actually then decide to run through this building. He actually aims at this wall here first. Let's pull it back a little bit. I'm going to try and pause it on the spot. Look at that now. That's where his crosshair placement is, on the wall here. As he aims down sight. The enemy's head just appears, and his crosshair is perfectly placed to the enemy head. And it was still perfectly placed to the enemy's head, even through this. So he ended up having to do a jump shot just to get the kill. Okay, but watch what happens after that kill as well. He decides to do something that's completely beyond me. Like, it's really strange. No shots are fired, but just watch his behaviour here.
I'm almost out of ammo.
Like, what's he doing? He's aimed through that side wall, then through a brick wall, and then through a yellow building. So he must have known somebody was up that direction. Bearing in mind, right, guys, okay, you got to look at the size of the circle here, and he's only on 2 kills. So even if he is wall hacking, even if he is aimbotting, which we've just seen, he's locked onto an enemy's head. I believe he's using aimbot. But about the wall hacks, still inconclusive yet. But he's only got 2 kills, and he's just acted like he saw someone through 3 walls, turned around, done a full 180, and ran the opposite direction. That's not normal behaviour, in my opinion. But we'll carry on watching and see what comes of it now.
I don't see one.
Okay, so he's decided to turn back round here. He's paying attention to the direction which he pre-aimed before, through 3 walls. He keeps turning around and going back towards that direction. Now his teammates put a marker down, but he'd already looked in that direction. Watch this.
One guy already over here.
The way in which he's looking round, oh my god. See that lock onto the enemy's head again then? So for me, in that whole situation, that little dodgy look through 3 walls definitely shows signs of wall hacks, because he looked in that direction, done a full 180, ran away, done a full 180 again, started looking back towards that direction. His teammates marked someone up, and then he's pushed out and pushed towards the enemies. But that little look through them 3 walls in the first place let me know that he knew that guy was there already. What do you guys think of that? He's having to use enemies' guns, obviously, with it being a brand new account. So his shots are going to be hitting a lot better now once he's got guns with decent loadout attachments on. Watch what happens now. Okay, he didn't see anybody there. He did not see anybody. What we've got to take into consideration here is that there was no sound and his teammates could have called it out. But again, his aim was perfect. And it seems to become a recurring pattern in this game that he hits nothing but headshots. The question remains though, guys, does he have X-ray vision? X-ray vision! Now this situation here, he's on the back of the Bertha. They're driving over towards fire station to the left. Watch as he turns and looks through the trees now. See that locking on? That's locking on to an enemy who's over by the yellow house near the bridge. He's locking onto somebody in the sky. I mean, I think this could be aim assist. You know who you are. But honestly, guys, at this point, I will say the guy is definitely using aimbot. There's absolutely no denying that. You can tell by the way in which he's locking onto heads, the way in which he's locking onto people through trees who are like 400 or 500 meters away, locking onto people in the skies who you can't even see. Now, this clip is another moment where it shows signs of aimbot. It is definitely aimbot. I will say that at this point, it is definitely aimbot that he's using. But just look how poor quality his gameplay looks as he's trying to lock onto someone. He must have his set on really high with no smoothness whatsoever. Take a look at this. You can see it at that point trying to lock through the windows of that little hut because the enemy was behind it. And like I say, when a vehicle goes past as well, it always tries to find the next available place that it can actually aim at the enemy hitbox and lock onto the enemy hitbox. And obviously there's parts of the car that it can't aim through, so it'll glitch back and forth between them. And that's exactly what it just did on that hut then. He then pushes over and look at his awareness here. Okay. Oh, look at that. A headshot. Okay, fair enough. That was a point blank range. So we've got to give him the benefit of the doubt there. But you can tell by his whole movement and everything to do with his gameplay that he's an absolute bot. This guy does not know how to play the game without aimbot. He literally aims and shoots and the aimbot just kicks in and locks onto the enemy's heads. You can tell he's been using it for some time as well, and that he's not bothered about being seen using aimbot because he doesn't even try and control his aim whatsoever. It is literally just the aimbot helping him the whole time. Not helping him, doing it for him the whole time. And that situation there shows clear signs of aimbot. Okay, now in this moment, you've got to look at the distance that he is from stadium and think about what it reminds you of. Who do we know that's taken a shot from this sort of distance and hit somebody who's on the level above in stadium or on the roof on top in stadium with pinpoint accuracy? Who do we know who's done that? Anyway, take a look at this moment right now. So he just aims towards the top of stadium. Somebody's parachuting towards it. He locks on. He kills them. And guess what? It's a headshot. From that distance to somebody parachuting in, you know, it's doable. Let's be honest. It's doable. But you could clearly see his aim locking onto the enemy's head. So yeah, again, aimbot. Now this moment shows massive signs of aimbot. 100% aimbot throughout this scene. However, what I want to point out here is the potential wall hacks that are showing as well. We will let it play through now, and then I will talk you through it afterwards. Okay, do you see what I saw there? Of course he was locking onto somebody on top of blue building from that distance, who we couldn't see, by the way. I don't think. But if we actually pull it back now, okay, just before this point here, at this point he cannot see that building. However, he may actually be trying to jump up onto this green hut here for that red bertha that's on the map there. He tries to jump up once, aims down sight there because he obviously thought he was going to mount up onto the top. He didn't. So that to me looked like a pre-aim. He jumps up again. And initially, he does aim towards the bertha. So that's understandable, okay? fair enough, he's using aimbot. But for the wall hack science, right? Has he just got a high field of view on his aimbot and it's just snapped onto somebody up here? This is what we're going to watch out for now. Or can he see their player skeleton and it's aimbot and wall hacks? Let's take a look now. So he shot at the Bertha here. As soon as the Bertha disappeared behind the hill, it ended up locking onto the next available person. So that's just telling me now, guys, that he's got a massive field of view. So imagine that you could create a small circle in the middle of your screen. That is the field of view. And you can increase it to however big you want, to the point where your whole screen is able to be the field of view. The field of view is the part where if an enemy is stood within it, your aimbot will lock onto the next available enemy after you kill someone. And it will keep locking onto the next available enemy who is within sight and within aiming distance. So obviously that guy stood on top of blue building. You know, there's only a tree between the two of them. That's not really an object that gets in the way of shooting. So again, that to me doesn't really show signs of wall hacks, just aimbot. We're going to continue watching this now and see whether or not he knows exactly where enemies are. He's actually aiming through walls and things, so it does show me that he knows where enemies are actually stood. Or is he just aiming towards objects, hoping that his aim will lock onto the next available enemy? And that's what we've got to figure out here. Either way, the guy is cheating, so it doesn't really matter if he's using walls as well as aimbot, because it's clear as day that he's using aimbot. So we could just say bang to right now, but why not try and get him for both? Okay, just on a little peek up towards stadium without looking at stadium. Let's go back there. Pull it back a little bit. Right there. He's looking up towards stadium roof. So he's looking in that direction through this tent and through that box next to the tent. So that again to me is a sign of wall hacks. I'm going to say it as it is. He's 100% using aimbot, and it's a very, very high chance that he's using wall hacks as well. What do you guys think of that? Well, there we have it, guys. Ghost Dragon Gaming is clear as day aimbotting, and to me, he's definitely showing signs of wall hacks as well. Nobody moves around that body and has that much of a precise shot. It's just unnatural movements, unnatural aim. Everything about the gameplay is completely unnatural. So in my opinion, I think he's aimbotting and wall hacking. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. If you want to support the channel further, hit that blue join button today and become a member of the Triple B fam. And guys, do not forget, we currently have our first edition merch line available in the store. You can see it down below the video now. It's in the store section on the channel, and the link will be in the description as well. This first edition merch will only be available until April 30th 2021, so grab yours today. Don't forget, guys, to follow me on Twitter at BadBoyBeaman. It's the best place for you guys to contact me about any streamers, no matter how big or small, if you believe they are cheating. Until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace!